So grateful for paternity leave, so grateful for my husband. It's not bad, especially from far away. Any girl with large calves knows the struggle. It is the morning, but welcome to another vlog. It is stunning wintertime outside. But I'm not quite ready to just totally catch up on life right now because I am still waking up. But I was about to do my makeup and I thought, why not show all of you what I do now that I do my makeup faster, now that I'm a mom of 2 and I have less time for myself in the morning. So this is kind of like my take on the classic 5-minute makeup look. I feel like growing up, I would always be watching like morning shows and there would be like makeup segments with the TV hosts, and it felt like the age-old question was always like, how do we help moms with their makeup in the morning and making it faster? And my solution when I only had Bodhi was just like, I take my time for my makeup, even if it's like 15 minutes every day, because that was something I like to do for myself. But now that I'm kind of like postpartum again, I've noticed that I've really shrunk down my routine. So this is what I do. I started out with eyebrows that were already tinted. You can see that, and that is a game changer as a mom because then you don't have to really do much to make your eyebrows look amazing. And as I've said in many videos, including the one about how to look polished, eyebrows kind of set you up to look polished or to look crazy or to look just not your best. So if you can kind of have like a permanent solution, not a microblade, but just eyebrow dye, it's just like game changing. And then I'm going to use an air spun powder. This is like the ultimate drugstore, this like powder. This has been around for eons, and I just kind of set the concealer. And if you're not talking to your YouTube channel, this whole routine goes a lot faster. Anyone can use lip liner. And you can see my hormones are regulating, so I still have a little bit of acne. I swear acne, like in this region, is the most painful thing in the world. It hurts so bad. So anyways, I put on a little bit of concealer on that. And then a lip stain, because lip stains last so much longer than a lipstick, and they don't get on your baby when you're kissing their head all day, because you can't help yourself, because babies are just so cute. And then I go over it with a gloss if I'm feeling extra. I just love this. It reminds me of Barbie. Okay, and then the most important thing for most moms is mascara. Mascara will just define your eyes. It will make everything look like brighter. And I will say it's kind of a combo. Mascara plus concealer is just the best way to define your eyes and to make it look extra bright, because I noticed when I just put mascara on without concealer, I still kind of have like darkness around my eyes, and then when I add the mascara, my whole like eye section looks darker. If you're already using mascara, try using a little extra concealer, because it really makes the eyelashes stand out more. Okay, it's hard to talk and do this at the same time. What I do with the mascara brush is I bring it really close to the roots and I kind of push down on the roots, and it leaves like a little bit of a line, and it gives you almost like you put eyeliner on. It's getting a little clumpy. I think we need to stop and assess. Okay. It's not bad, especially from far away. Okay, and then a product I've been loving since the summer is this. It's like a moisture stick, and it says it's for on the go, but I use it like this, and it feels really nice going on, and I don't know, I think it just like makes my skin look really nice and glowy. Maybe blend the edges a little. And then a little blush hack too. I think my blush is in the bathroom, but I have this lipstick, so we're just gonna do that and then rub it into the moisture stick. My husband is also still on paternity leave. And this paternity leave, I have kind of done things differently. I'm definitely taking advantage of enjoying the help of having him home with me. I mean, we don't have a giant basement renovation going on like we did last year, so he is more available this time, and it has been such a blessing. But I hear him making coffee right now. But if you haven't noticed, my entire mood has changed now that I got my face on, and I think that's also a reason why it's worth it as a mom to do a 5-minute makeup face. I swear it elevates your total energy. So anyways, I'm gonna go get coffee, but before that, I am going to show you this stunning view I've been looking at. Also, I almost just put this makeup bag here and walked away, but then I was like, no, I have a toddler. I need to zip this up, otherwise I'm gonna come back later and all my stuff is gonna be like everywhere. right, hello. It's been a couple hours, but I'm ready to dry my hair, and I just wanted to show you. So these hair towels are amazing because I don't like it when my hair air dries. It stays in because of the button and elastic, but when I keep something like this in, I can go be a mom for a couple hours, and then when I get a moment, take time to do my hair properly. So we're just gonna run a comb through. Okay. And then the two products I like for like a heat protectant, this is a heat protectant slash deep conditioner or leave-in conditioner, and then this one is just a heat protectant. And I only put it like from here down because of my hair type. If I put it up here, it'll get really thick and nasty. So I'm gonna blow dry, and hi, my baby is down here. We're gonna blow dry, yeah, and then we're gonna do step 2. Alright, so I kind of do that around my scalp. And then I like to go in with the Revlon one, like hairdryer brush I got for Christmas. Awesome because it kind of like smooths everything out. Is this what you want? Is that what you've been going for?
I'm looking for a baby. Have you seen him?
Yeah. He's supporting the hair routine.
Odie. He looks preoccupied.
Yeah, he's fine. Thank you, though. Okay. Wow. I can't believe my hair is out of frame. That's how long it is. There it is. But that's how I do my hair. And when I just used the blow dryer on my ends, I noticed it didn't like leave me with this kind of silky look. So that's what I do for my hair. You wanna come say hi? You wanna come say hi? You wanna say hello world? I'm adorable. Yes, you are. Oh, excuse me. You want this? You want this? Okay, that's mine. That's mine. So, yeah, I got the Revlon drying brush for Christmas, and it was a great gift from Dada. Yes, it was a great gift from Dada. Dada is like his favorite word. Is that da-da-da-da-da? Is it da-da-da? Is that is your mama? There's mama and Bodhi. Bodhi and mama. Ayo, mama. Ayo, Bodhi. Hi, Mr. Cutie. We shared his birth story on the channel, and I've gotten so much love and support, and it has been amazing. If you haven't seen my birth stories yet, please watch them. But to those of you who have, you guys know it was kind of crazy getting this little guy out into the world. But I would go through it all over again. I would go through it 500 times just to get my babies. Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty fun being a toddler mom. I was getting super emotional about him not being a baby anymore. Yeah, you know you're cute. But then I had another baby. And so we're in the baby stage and the toddler stage at the same time, and it's really, really special. He always smiles. Like when we pull out the selfie, he smiles for the camera. Yeah. And he likes to be carried. I was like that as a baby. I wanted to be carried all the time. So he likes to be carried. And yeah, books, being carried. He loves the dog. He loves the dog more than she loves him, but they have a decent relationship. Yeah. Okay, we'll go play. Enough of this boring YouTube stuff. Yeah, this is boring. We'll go do something else. Okay, I also wanted to give you guys a basement update. You see, I spilled coffee on myself, yeah. But basement update. So we are fully using the play area now that Bodhi's a lot older, and I'm using my little writing desk section, and it's just so lovely. So for Christmas, I got the ball pit for Bodhi, and then I also got this tunnel. He got the slide from his grandparents for his birthday, and we like to put the slide to land into the ball pit. But if you have a 1-year-old kid, ball pit is an amazing, amazing, amazing toy. I even put like the crawling blocks next to the couch so he can get up on the couch really easily and kind of climb around, have fun. And so this is kind of like his downstairs is totally childproof. It's like his place to just go nuts and have fun, essentially. And then the back corner is my spot now. So this is my editing area, and it's where I sew and I open my P.O. box mail, and I'm just obsessed with it. It's so cozy. I got this hourglass from a thrift store, and then the P.O. box mail, my sewing machine, and it's just so special to have my own space in the house to do my little crafts and hobbies. Whenever I'm like working here on my videos, my blogs, my writing, my sewing, it just feels like my space and my time, and I can kind of disconnect from all my responsibilities as a mom. Oh, and then behind me, I finished my collage wall. So this is where we landed. You can see, yeah, C-section picture, Troy. Up there we have an article. When I was first blogging, I got an article written about me, so I printed it out, put it there. Bodhi's Christmas pictures. This was taken the day Troy was born, just a few hours before I went into labor, or actually like realized I was already in labor. Troy's baby announcement, pregnancy announcement, some intimate family photos. The first ever photo that we appear in the same photo together, I found that. This is everybody's play area, isn't it, buddy? Yeah, and then the guest rooms and all that is back there. So basement is treating us pretty well. Have it where you feel like you didn't fall asleep, but there's no way you were laying there without sleeping the whole time, so you know you must have napped? Like, wow, I feel so much better. So I actually started my first cycle since the end of my pregnancy, and I started that yesterday. And of course I'm vlogging when this is going on. So my babies were napping. My husband's like, I got this. So I went and took a nap. And that's something I did differently this postpartum compared to my last time. Like last time, I feel like I was running around trying to do everything, trying to be super mom, not saying yes to help. This time postpartum, if I need a nap and there's time and my husband is like available and things are going well, I'll take that nap and I'll feel better for it, and I don't have to feel guilty. I think last time I felt guilty because most women don't get to be stay-at-home moms. Most women don't get to have their husband stay home helping them for 12 weeks. Like, what even is that? I felt so spoiled last time, and I think I wanted to prove to myself that I could do it all and I didn't like need help. But this time I'm like, it's gonna be hard when he goes back to work. Why stress myself out right now? I'm just enjoying this time. So yeah, so grateful for paternity leave. So grateful for my husband. I'm so glad that this time postpartum, I'm not trying to like prove anything to myself and I'm just like, oh, you're available, I'm gonna take a nap. And how could I not want to nap in this amazing bed? We got new blinds. They're stunning. They're just amazing, and they're like blackout shades, and so you can like enter a cave in the middle of the day and take a nap, and it's been so nice. So anyways, wow, it is beautiful out. I can't even like look directly at the phone. I've actually been trying to walk almost every single day in the past week or two. Oh, and I feel like I'm getting stronger already. It just feels so good. Because I've been pregnant for so long, you know, it feels really good to finally kind of start working out again. So I hopefully will have some time for a small little YouTube Pilates routine today. But if not, at least I'm getting my walk in. And Miss Harley here is living her best life. But we're gonna make this one pretty short so we can go back, hang out with my boys. That to you. It's life for the toddler. They reach towards all the stuff that they want you to give them, and you can't give it to them. Hello, welcome to the kitchen. You guys have been here before. It has been a while, but today we are going to be doing something that I had the idea of recently, and that is to doctor a box cake. What does that mean? It means swapping out some ingredients to make a box cake taste more homemade, tastes a little more rich, more flavor, just better. And why are we doing this? I honestly feel like if you're a beginner baker, trying out just like Betty Crocker box cake, Duncan Hines, it's just such a simple way to dip your toes into baking before you're really confident. There's no shame in the game for using a box cake, and it can be really, really convenient. I do promise you, however, that it's gonna taste amazing. Okay, so I have more to do on the cupcakes, but because it's getting late and I want to go to bed, I'm actually going to let them finish baking, and then I'm going to let them set overnight and cool down, so I don't rush the icing and make it all look totally crazy. So we're going to press pause on this activity, and I'll see you in the morning. so cold outside. I've been there. Yeah, it's so pretty. Yeah. Oh, good. So I just got out of mom's group and I wanted to quickly tell you how it went before I go home and I enter the baby chaos again. So it was so much fun. They have a door prize called the On Time prize. And so if you show up on time, someone will put your name in a basket. And I won. Today, I won this homemade loaf of bread, and I'm extra excited because this bread is courtesy of a woman who goes to my church who makes the most delicious bread. And whenever you, at our church, whenever you have a baby, they set up a meal train for you. So we got like 5 or 6 meals from church members when I was postpartum. And we always look forward to when Wendy makes the meal, because she'll make homemade chicken noodle soup and this loaf of bread. Mom's group isn't like, sometimes it'll be like extremely faith focused with like a talk and a lot of Bible study or small group time, but then other weeks it's like we'll all do a Zumba class together, a workout. Today we learned how to bake bread. You guys know I know how to bake bread, but it was still fun, and we learned this recipe, and it was just fun, like hanging out with the other moms and talking about our kids and stuff. And then while the bread was baking, we played a huge game of Never Have I Ever. And it was so fun. Like, there's moms of all ages. There's moms with older kids, there's moms with kids out of the house, there's moms like me with small kids, babies, and it was just fun playing Never Have I Ever with that group of people, because we chose things that were like centric to women and mothers, and it was just really, really fun and just good to laugh with everybody, and I loved it. And I love hanging out with other women and moms, and that's something that when I took a lot of time off YouTube, I worked on building in-person real connections and real friendships, because I knew I would need that. And it was great. Like, I talked to another mom who had a baby 2 weeks after me, and we were like talking about our sons and how they're growing and where they're at with, like, where we're at, how we're feeling after birth, how the sleep is going. And I do want to say before I go home, I don't want you to watch this vlog and think like, wow, like she's conquering motherhood, like she has it so easy. I want you to remember my husband is still on paternity leave, and he's helping me so much right now. Like, things will get harder when he goes back, and it's all on me to take care of the kids when he's on night shift. But another thing that has made things easier and harder in a lot of ways, and it's a really sensitive subject, and that, for context, I posted my birth stories video yesterday or 2 days ago. And I am completely overwhelmed at the positive response I've gotten. And a couple things shocked me with sharing my birth stories. First of all, I was shocked at how many people had the same thing happen to them. That was crazy. I used to spend my evenings, like late at night, scrolling through old forums, blog posts, news articles, anything to try to find women who had similar birth stories to me, because I felt so alone. And then I post that video, and within less than a day, less than 10K views, there's all these women who have experienced the same thing as me, and I suddenly just feel so seen. I don't feel alone, and I didn't post those stories as like a healing kind of thing. I just posted them because I felt like it was important to get my story out there, and I knew that you guys wanted to know, and I didn't want to hide anymore. But I feel like this extra level of healing has happened by connecting to these other women. And then the second thing that shocked me was how many pregnant women and women who plan on giving birth someday said that the stories didn't scare them. Instead, it made them feel more prepared for birth, and also just more prepared to let go and let God, kind of. And that made me so happy, because I was also kind of not sharing my birth stories for so long because I didn't want to scare first-time moms. I didn't want people to think like birth is this horrible thing and this like awful stuff is for sure gonna happen to you, you know? And I also saw some comments too of people relating with me, feeling less than a woman because of how they gave birth, through C-section, operative vaginal delivery, and because a lot of the traditional homemaking community skews so natural and at times like obsesses about like the old-fashioned way of living and almost idolizing natural living in a sense. And I do think it's good to question our modern lifestyles and our modern way of life. And I myself like the traditional roles in my family. I like staying home. I like letting my husband take the lead. But I'm not fully natural in the sense that I wasn't able to have that beautiful, you know, birth that I had wanted, in the sense of like beautiful, natural, no pain meds, no help from anybody kind of birth. And I shared in my birth story that it was really humbling to have the birth experiences that I did, because I just was so reminded that I am but a human, you know, and God is great, God is good, but I'm just a human in this like lowly human body, and I'm not perfect, and I'm not this perfect feminine like mom that I so desperately wanted to be, where I could just, my body just births correctly or whatever. But I've learned since then that there's no correct way to give birth. There's desired ways, there's birth plans, and there's we can have hope to achieve those things. But a mom who has a C-section, or a mom who had birth trauma, is not less of a mother, a bad mother, or less of a feminine mother, a feminine woman, because of how she gave birth. And honestly, I did have a bit of an identity crisis last year. And this ties into the next thing that I just want to be transparent about. And that is the fact that it's extremely sensitive, and I have a hard time even talking about it at this point, because I'm still like dealing with it. But I am unable to breastfeed my children for very long. I can do it for a short period of time, but I have a condition called Raynaud's, and it extremely affects breastfeeding supply, milk supply, clogged ducts, a lot of severe deep tissue pain, just severe agonizing pain in general. And it's made my breastfeeding journeys way shorter than I ever wanted, ever planned on. So I have had to bottle feed both of my sons after a certain point, and that has made the postpartum time harder emotionally, because I loved nursing both of them. I loved it so much, and it was really hard on me emotionally and heartbreaking when I just had to come to the conclusion, like, this isn't working. This is more for me than for them, because they're not getting what they need from me. And I needed assistance. I needed assistance with bottle feeding. But that also caused a major identity crisis in me as a mom. And that's a whole nother story that I would be willing to share if you guys were interested. But I want you to know that that has made my postpartum time easier in a sense too with the sleeping, because you noticed my morning routine this morning. I probably seem pretty refreshed. Like, my husband has been able to help me with night feeds because we're bottle feeding. I just have so much respect and admiration for moms who breastfeed, especially moms who go on to breastfeed for like over a year or longer. Like, it is so much work, and it's a really tough thing, especially in the beginning. And I just want you to know that I'm not doing all the stuff you see in this vlog and breastfeeding my children. Like, I'm not this superwoman, and it's really humbling to say this on camera and to share this with you. And I'm tempted right now to feel extremely ashamed of it. Ashamed that I can't do that. But I know that so many women can't breastfeed either, no matter how much you want to, and no matter how much you wish your body just worked correctly. And so that's why I'm including this in the vlog, because I want you to know too that you're not alone. And I was never going to open up about this because I don't want to invite criticism for how I feed my children. But I would rather take the criticism and help normalize the fact that not everybody can breastfeed. And I would rather connect with those in my audience who've struggled with this too. And I want you to know that if you've gone through this experience or a similar experience, you're not alone and you're not less of a woman. And I'm literally online talking about homemaking, femininity, how to like step into your femininity. And I couldn't do one of the most feminine physical things women are created to do, which is breastfeed. And I probably don't even have to tell you how traumatizing that was, on top of my first birth, having a million breastfeeding problems with my first, and working with lactation consultants and doctors and all of that, just to find out like there's nothing wrong with my children. They don't have tongue ties. There's nothing that I could do. It's just my body, and having Raynaud's doesn't make it an option. And it's really hard. It's something that I wish that I could do, and it's so humbling to say this, but I don't want to let my pride get in the way of telling you guys the truth and being transparent. And I don't want you to compare your lives to me and to think that I have it all figured out and that I'm this perfect mom, because I'm not. Like I often feel like my body has failed me in a lot of ways. And I especially in the beginning with bottle feeding, I felt like I had failed my children. But I've also gotten a lot of closure, and it is what it is. You know, I can't change it. It's just my story. And I just want you guys to know that if that's your story, you're not alone and you don't need to feel ashamed. And I'm working through emotions about all of this as well. And I feel really sensitive and uncomfortable opening up about this, because I know, especially in the natural community, the homemaking community, breastfeeding is just like seen as something everybody can do, something everybody should do. And it's actually a lot more complex than that for some of us. And it's really sensitive, and it does invite a lot of judgment. I just don't want to hide that from you guys. I don't want to hide the struggle, but I also don't want to hide, just in case like hearing this could maybe help somebody in my audience, one of my feminine sisters. And so, yeah, I'm not perfect. Show me someone who is. But I will say there are some benefits right now. Like, it's incredible feeling like my body is my own after all these years of being pregnant. And I did nurse Bodhi for as long as I could, and then I was pregnant again, and then I was postpartum with Troy, and I nursed him for as long as possible. So it's honestly felt really good to kind of have my body back, have my space back. Troy's growing and happy and healthy. Bodhi's growing and happy and healthy. Everybody's okay. It's not that serious. It's not that deep. But that's the reality of my motherhood journey. And if you want to hear more about that, please let me know below. I feel really, 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 really scared sharing this with you guys, because it's something that I've never ever talked about online. In the world, the internet is a really harsh place, but recently I've been opening up a lot more, like my birth stories. And in my last advice video, I shared a little bit about the fact that I have experienced family estrangement, and I just feel like the last thing that I've been kind of like really scared to open up about has been the breastfeeding stuff. And yeah, that's the truth. And I'm gonna go home and have some bread with my hubby. You want to explain where it went?
Where what went?
This giant space? The couch. Sofa.
The sofa's in the basement.
Bubba, tell me what happened to it while my mom was gone. Bubba, you know where the couch went, don't you? Because it happened while I was gone. Yeah, you just can't tell, Mama. So I got home and we talked like normal, and everything was great. And I think 30 minutes goes by, and then finally I walk into the living room and I'm like, where's the couch? And it's been probably an hour and I still don't know, and I'm definitely showing you guys the couch
told
cushions.
me that you weren't going to worry about this anymore and you're going to give it a few days. So I don't get why we're still talking about this.
I'm honestly like lost for words right now.
Look at how happy Bodhi is with his newfound play.
I found 2 couch cushions in the sunroom, and I found the slip cover, and I'm really hoping that this might mean we get a new couch.
You should show them the couch cushions, and then they'll understand why I threw them out the window.
So this is our couch cushions. I found them in here. You can see. Oh wow, they are pretty wrecked. This was what was underneath the this slip cover. So we've been talking about a new couch. Seems a little too good to be true. To be continued, I guess. I'll let you know if that's what his plan is. I wanted to show you the shoes I've been wearing all winter. Postpartum, these rain boots. I just tried to clean them up a little bit so you guys could see how cute they are. These are a Christmas gift that hubby got for me, and they go with everything. They were so inexpensive. So I actually have like pretty large calves, and these, any girl with large calves knows the struggle of finding boots that fit your calf size, and these fit my calves, and so that's a plus. And then my other favorite thing about these is you can go over any terrain. They're so easy to put on, and that's also something I want to know that I'm a mom. It sounds silly, like wanting slip-on shoes just because I'm a mom, but so often when I'm leaving the house, I'm holding a child in one hand or a car seat in another, diaper bag, and just having boots that I can just slip on is so awesome. It's not like a name brand hunter boot or anything, but usually I wear them and then my pants will kind of go down to here, and it's a really just chic, cute look. I wear them to mom's group with these high-waisted wide leg pants, and so it was a really cute look. And then I also have like a white sweater jacket that I wear on top, and so I'll link those below for you guys. But as we're headed into spring, like I said, it's gonna get so muddy, so nasty around here. Having a decent set of rain boots is going to be such a blessing. Also, they come in a ton of other colors, but I definitely recommend the white. Babe, what?
Since I bought you a couch. It's a good trade.
It's a good trade. Is it yummy? Thank you.
Well done.
This is what I live for. The handshake. You want some too. You guys can see my tripod setup. Pretty cool. We've been vlogging for so long that I started this vlog in a hair towel and I'm ending it in a hair towel. That's how long you and I have been hanging out. My hair has gotten greasy again. That's how long this vlog was. But I just rocked Troy to sleep, and he usually has a witching hour in the evening time, but for the past couple days we've been like really doing a good job, like watching his wake windows, rocking him to sleep, and he hasn't been crying once he's down in his crib. And so both of our kids are in bed right now, and it's crazy. Like, because the newborn time, they just kind of sleep everywhere. They sleep on you. And then around 3 months, we did this with Bodhi too. We start trying to have a little bit more structure and like have an actual bedtime for the baby. So we're kind of like trying that out with Troy. And so it is kind of surreal having our evenings, like both of our kids in cribs, because for the past 10 weeks, it's been Bodhi in bed in the evening, and then we still have Troy with us. So, but I just wanted to catch up because ever since that couch arrived, I've just been enjoying the fam. I went for another walk. Can't stop staring at the couch. Cannot stop staring at the couch. Like, this has been so long coming. Like, I had that other couch. I showed it before in vlogs. There's even a vlog where I washed the slipcover for the couch. I had that. It was a thrifted couch with a bunch of rips in it that we thrifted when I went away to college. So when I was 18, and I'm 26 now. And it was in my dorm room, and then in my apartment, then in a little house, and then this house. And I had just been dreaming of buying a new couch for so long, but it just never felt like a priority because we always had more important things to purchase. But I had been talking about it, and Grant like really wanted to do that for me this year, was to have my dreams come true by getting like a real piece of furniture. Because other than like our dining table and this bed frame and the TV stand and a couple like lamps and stuff, every single thing in this house either we brought into marriage from having in our college days, or I've thrifted it. Like, I've bought very few new items of furniture other than the nurseries. With the nurseries, I was able to buy new cribs and dressers and stuff. This couch is just, it's made my whole day. And like, I cannot believe that this lined up. I was just going to vlog yesterday, wasn't even planning on today, didn't even tell Grant that I was still vlogging today. Like, I think he thought I wrapped it up last night. And then this huge surprise happened, and he was so committed to the surprise. That's why he like wouldn't answer me about why the couch was missing. And it's funny because when I left for mom's group, he kept saying like, oh, if you want to go out after, like get lunch just by yourself, go shopping, like just go, feel free to do that. Like, I only have another week or two left of paternity leave, like soak it up, enjoy, because you know I'm not gonna be able to do that in a few weeks. And after mom's group, I chatted with you guys a little bit, and then I was like, I just want to go home, I miss my babies. And so his original plan was for the old couch to be gone and the new one to already be set up by the time I got back from mom's group, because this was a birthday gift. It wasn't so much that it was old and battered. It was also that every single time someone sat on it, even if just for 5 minutes, the cushions would kind of like sink out the front, and I had to constantly like restuff the slip cover into the couch. And when I was pregnant, oh my word, there was no activity that I hated more with cleaning than stuffing the couch. It's just been a really good day. Like, paternity leave has just brought us so close together as a family, because we get to just reset as a family with a new family member. Yeah, so leave your comments below. Let me know how you guys are doing. If you watched my birth story videos, you know I talked a lot on this vlog about a variety of topics. And doctor up your box cakes, people. Hubby ate that and he went back for more. Like, that's how good those cupcakes are. So thank you all for watching. I have a huge vlog playlist with tons of this kind of content. If you're curious about some of the stuff I talked about earlier, I do have my birth stories up as well. But in the meantime, like the video too. It helps other people find our community. And in general, I hope you guys have a wonderfully blessed and surprise-filled week, my beautiful sisters.